Okay, I'm live. Hi. I really don't wear lipstick, so I'm trying to make sure my teeth don't have lipstick on it. Let me not smile so much because Chicago one time when I was taking a trip to Chicago, I guess my smile made them think that they could just snatch my purse. And my purse, it was a bag and it was heavy, heavy with a lot of heavy things in it. And the guy tried to snatch my bag and I took it and I slammed him in the head with it. And it was heavy. Bam! He was shocked, knocked into some sense and said, well, stop smiling. All right. I saw a YouTube thing with young Pharoah and General Seti. And it was a celebration to Malcolm X. And I thought it was just going to be so juicy. And when I got on there, and I'm not saying people don't make mistakes, but when you're paying tribute to someone, I mean, you should have your facts all the way straight and ready to go. And it was General Seti's mistake to say several times in the beginning of the video that, happy birthday to Malcolm X. Malcolm X was born May 19th, 1925. He died today, February 21st, 1965. And I may have his birthday wrong, but I do believe it's May 19th, 1925. All right. So here's what seems to be what's going on. I've heard young Pharoah say several times, we're going to fight with the pen. He looked up to Malcolm and valued Malcolm for his moral principles, his love for his people, his loyalty, and respect for his people. In all things I do as well. But I'm a different type of person. I'm not Malcolm to the point where I fight everything with a pen. When it came to, or if it came to my house being blown up with my children in it, I wouldn't have been at the Audubon. Meaning, I would have taken it straight to the NOIS, period. It would have been a bloody mess. It would have been raining bow ties that night, to keep it simple. I don't have anything against Pharoah or General Seti. In fact, General Seti's consistency with always on the military stand of things, I found appealing in the sense that resonated my spirit. I'm straight combat. And in a watered down society that we have today, that's not happening. When it comes to combat, everybody finds every excuse in the world. Allah, a pen, I got too much to lose. I think Malcolm, though, for himself, I can understand that as well. Like, well, I don't know. The family, the babies, I know. It's no probably. I know I would have went straight for the throat. Straight for the throats. It would have been pulled out. of a lot of people, simply. But personally, I think besides that, he put up more of a fight for others, like wanting to run down on a police station when they were beating the FOI guy up, and wouldn't send him to the hospital. And Malcolm went in there and let it be known, he don't come out, we coming in. All right. And he meant that, though. He wasn't just smacking, he meant that. Some people, and this is what I noticed in young Pharaoh and everyone else, and I'm gonna say this, Nation of Islam, y'all making it seem like I need to come on over here and join y'all anyway, because y'all have intimidated everybody on social media that tries to stand up and speak the truth. You guys just punk everybody. I'm serious. Young Pharaoh, you seem to be tiptoeing around, instead of sticking them in the gut. This is the day Malcolm got executed. So that's what you should have been talking about. What we gonna do to straighten that out? Because it's obvious we don't have any living leaders to trust is the word. We can't trust anybody. And let me make this absolutely clear. I'm not, nor have I ever been a groupie. In fact, I had said, when I saw you going hard in your presentation with Malcolm X, the Revenge of Malcolm, that was the first time I've ever seen you a day in my life. And then I saw more videos. I said, that's my son, that's my son, that's my son. But it seems like your head went a little bit higher with bubbles or something's going on. Because now you want to instruct everybody to win this war with a pen. And then you want to talk about, you got a mining company coming up. I heard you talking about the truck. Man, where you think you gonna mine at? Who you think you gonna let you go mine anywhere? Especially if you're trying to mine and pull up some real resources for our people. Now, we ain't talking about you going over there, scooping up a few things to make sure you're all right. I'm trying to figure out who you think gonna let you write your way to just go in with trucks and start mining some stuff. I mean, like, whose intelligence are you really playing with? That's not going to happen until you lay the enemy down. That's not going to happen. You're going to be dead the first day or two you start setting up shop. They can't control their country where they are now, the people that inhabit it. What you think you going to do while you tell everybody to write their problems out? You're misleading. I think you told me to shut up too, because I was the only one on there saying about 2, 3, 4, 5 times, hey, it's not Malcolm's birthday. You're starting to really piss me off. Keep saying happy birthday, Malcolm. It sounds like you not really all that into Malcolm if you don't even know his birthday. And as I told you, if you want to know who I am, okay, I really hate my hair ain't done, but, because y'all be really on that, but, it's just okay. Let me explain something to you. And people really hate when I start giving my resume. They think I'm be trying to flex. I'm not. Because at no point did I ever take an action, make a move in life that I have a team with me. Let's be clear. Every cracker, nigga, and police that I done laid down with this, and yes, police Well, actually, it wasn't this because I was in handcuffs, but the way I switched on that bitch, she went face down, knocked out, and wasn't even realizing she was assaulted. Until I went to jail, bailed out, then somehow the memory came back, and I got charged with assault. But that's not why I went to jail. That's not the charge they gave me. That's not why she was arresting me at the time. She was arresting me because she did not like when I'm walking into the store, she's saying, "What you doing?" I'm like, "What you doing?" And went on about my business. And she followed me all the way when I was walking home and stopped me for something that I was in the middle of at that point. So while she has me in handcuffs, walking me, holding my elbow, walking me to the car, I switched on that hit. However, I switched on her. And she hit that pavement face down, and I squatted going for the pistol. Who am I? You guys, I heard you talk about, and I was really proud of this because I said, well, I got one thing that I got the power on. You said a person with power, basically, they are the best at something. If you're a chef and you're the best chef out there, then you hold that power within that field. Well, in the field of mental slavery, I hold the power because I've never been mentally enslaved. I didn't have to be taught anything about distance and separation. It was all natural. I didn't have to be taught to fight the power, fight the power. I was fighting the power before I even heard that slogan, because that's all it is a slogan. Who I am is a person that comes from a family that has murdered crackers. We got white blood on our hands. And I got 3 cases of assaults on police officers, by the way, as well as crackers. And when I touch them, it's great bodily harm. That's all I'm going to say. So I did not see anybody else in the comments saying, hey, it's not Malcolm's birthday. This is the day he was executed. And then General Seti said, oh, hey, wait a minute. Somebody's pointing out that it's his birthday. And I know they must have both been reading the comments, but General Seti was respectful. He didn't say nothing out the way. And then here come Pharoah. I don't know. He said something because I was walking away, and he said something. I told him to shut up or whatever he was saying. What I thought, though, Pharoah, it was real cute for you to watch your buddy sitting there saying, happy birthday, this is a great day, Malcolm X's birthday, blah, blah, blah. And when General Seti was made aware that it wasn't, and he brought it up, and Pharoah, you said, well, I know, but I was just letting you flow. No, you was letting your friend look stupid. That's what you were doing. What you should have done was say, hold up, G. Hold up. I know you just, into it, got the energy ready to spit it out, but dog, this is the day they didn't murdered our man. February 21st, this is the day 1965, this is the day they murdered our man. Then General said, I said, oh, dang, man, I would have, it would have been cleaned up. But now you sat there and let him say it 4-5 times, happy birthday. And it wasn't until I was texting about 6 times and saying, you really pissing me off, saying this is Malcolm's birthday. So now that we got that out the way, so maybe that is something that in the future, when you see a partner of yours or partner in crime, because my God, if y'all was doing a crime together, boy, it seems like you'll just let him be set out there, hung out there to dry or hang, not correcting him on a move that may be, exposing you in some kind of way of the crime. Okay? Just to be clear. Now, it seems to me, young Pharoah, Now, I don't have it with me, but I can't get to it. It's on that device over there. You know, the nation of Islam done punked all y'all. Boy, y'all scared to say anything else. Anything else. You only want to bring their name up no more. So maybe they is the power. Maybe I need to go on over there. Besides the fact of what I've been asking y'all, because I don't bite my tongue. I don't hide my face. They know exactly who I am. Trust. I've been dragging them 5 years, nigga, straight. Straight. And ain't near one of them talked about game on here talking about what they gonna do to me. Matter of fact, I be seeing them downtown and be like, yo, give me a ride. They know what the fuck I'm saying. They also know I got reason to be pissed too. Because we got a Rizza Islam in the hood. And I'm not the one you scam or take money. But they seem to got y'all little pennies in a bunch. Boy. And when the only way, Pharaoh, you gonna get over there mining anything without any resistance is if you go into some sort of agreement with your enemy. You do understand that, right? And I hope you not trying to lead everybody else, because there's Nat Turners, and then there's who's the sellouts, and then there's the sellouts. You got the Nat Turners, the Harriet Tubmans, and then you got the sellouts. Then you got the Elijah Muhammads, and then you got the Farrakhan's. What team is you on? Why the hell you think you going to mine anything? You want to talk about all our artifacts in the museum, British Museum? Hell, in Switzerland, did you not know that's where all the real seeds are? I'm talking about fruit seeds, vegetable seeds, organic heirloom seeds, stored in Switzerland in a vault. How you think you going anywhere without resistance? Oh, you're gonna use that pen to sign the deal with the enemy? That's what it sounds like to me, bud. If you ever tell me to shut up in my face, you don't know, but you probably should ask somebody. I will spit dead in your face for disrespecting this black woman. You understand me? Because I don't give my support and promotion. Man, I had you all through my page. Nation Islam was mad too. Because I used to be rad for one of them. Sure was. They was mad at him too. Mad. The one I said, give me a ride. Stop, don't. Quit talk about me. Talk about me. Say I'm handsome. Say I. That nigga was going off. The moral of the story is you're living in a bubble. Now, unless you got some military, some something we don't know nothing about, and I don't want to say too much, but I doubt it. It sounds like you think you're going to sign your name to some kind of contract allowing you to do so. Man, white America, that might be on their team or you on their team, man, they ain't even got the power. Then what y'all going to do? You think these crackers going to let you? Is that what you think? So let's get it together. Malcolm X, at some point, should have put that pen down and handled them. Went out like on his terms. Now, you guys mentioned that what the Nation Islam is trying to do with this Vicky Dillard. I'm gonna tear her wig off. You know, they take little bits and clips to say, you know, see, we told you, we didn't do it. Fool. We already know the police, CIA, FBI hated Malcolm. And you keep trying to use this one thing that who was it? The FBI or the FBI or the FBI saying that, congratulating themselves, I guess. Yeah, good job, Tom. We got that murder manifested. That's not what they meant. I read it too. What it meant was them orchestrating, fucking with the heads. See, they started this jealous war, implanting certain things, you know, into the minds of Elijah, blah, 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 blah. They're sitting back listening to everything. I looked at the FBI file too. I heard or saw the words written out where Elijah was saying he needed some honey bunny or honey something, trying to get one of them girls to come on up here and give him some. He was ready to get to that. Of course, the FBI set that up. He got everybody fighting each other. That's what they said. And y'all, they just had to sit back and watch y'all do the rest. And whatever instructions, because they must have known, boo-boo, why y'all sitting up here trying to say this big announcement, Ben Crump, talking about, oh yeah, this officer on his deathbed said that he was instructed by his supervisor to, you know, not have security on the door. What? Why y'all think that is? Because I didn't already heard the NOI plotting that day to have him executed, shot. So they was gonna make it easy for him. Yeah, don't put nobody on the door. They already got it. Don't put nobody on the door. They about to handle it. Y'all done tried 1 billion times to kill him before, and you trying to tell me they didn't do it that day? Man, y'all stupid. If you listen to that, it's called reading behind the lines or reading between the lines. And you got to be real special. And you got to really have that third eye. And third ear, apparently. I'm good at that. I'm good at reading a person. I'm good at reading what you write. I'm good at reading your intent. They're very famous for the smile in your face and stabbing you in the back. So I can never be gotten with that. I've never had an attraction or a pull towards a white person. Never. I've never had a white friend. I've never had Becky. Hey, Becky, what you doing today? Never. Even as a child. Never. And by the way, Mr. Pharoah, while you up there climbing to a higher perspective with your pen and big words, booby. My grandmother has a master's degree in education. My aunt is a doctor. Another aunt is a retired teacher. So I know all about education and teaching. But in the time of war, and y'all really pissing me off, I'm not going to come out the bag of vocabulary to impress you. I'm going to keep it real simple because I'm dealing with simple people that think everybody's stupid. So check yourself if you ever tell me to shut up. So it seems like not only is the Nation of Islam get offended with the truth, you do too. I wasn't up there talking about, Malcolm birthday sounding like a big ass dummy. General said he didn't go off on me. Well, who are you to go off? Oh, you think you the man? Because you done took some people money, nigga? You will never see me on social media selling shit. This ain't how I run business. I'm not on a television where I don't know nobody and out here just trying to, nah, bitch. I'm here sharing because I've seen a lot of dead people on this social media in the 5 years going on 6 I've been on here, because I've never been on it before. Not as a teenager, not as a young adult, as an older woman 5 years ago. And what I was seeing floored me. And much of what I learned was from the Nation of Islam. That's why I had to go and really research these people. So I never, ever said that their message was wrong. Their teaching, where we come from, lost, and our, language and identity being stolen, and the big agenda with the pharmaceuticals and all of those things. That kind of stuff I didn't know. I didn't know the depth they went to destroy us and to profit off of us. It's really embarrassing. They could just throw an advertising up there and knew people was going to just jump for it, because people are always following. I've never been a follower. Are we clear? Are we clear? So what I was seeing, and then Zimmerman, all y'all big gangsters, he ain't dead yet. Y'all scared? I never want to see a drug dealer's so-called gang. Man, when his passport comes, I'm going to have to talk to the people that's not on social media. In my gangster days, I would never had a camera. Bitch, they probably would have fucking shot me in the street. Bitch, you filming me? Bitch, what's going on? We didn't play those games. When you accident going to prison, man, you accidentally on a humble went to prison, nigga. I've been there 3 times on purpose. Meaning what I did not give a F. When I say F it, fuck that, and fuck you, you're fucked. And I don't care who sees me. That's how I approach you. I really don't care who's around when I'm approaching. I'm doing you many times. So your little 3 years in the penitentiary on your little accident charge that you say that, it wasn't your gun. Oops, accident. Let me just see you disfigure one of your enemies. Just one. Because I got a whole list now. And remember, I done already knocked out a cop. Orlando, Florida. I'll pull up the receipt whenever you need to see it. So I can understand. Okay? I can understand that you want to stick to the pen. You don't run around robbing people and everybody see, here come Pharoah. He's going to steal something out the garden or off the porch. Hide your purse. Okay. You got that rap. Okay. But don't steal the people's intelligence. And don't you ever tell me to shut up. I'm not your mother. I understand. We want to do better. We want to be better. We don't want to go to prison. You think I want to go back? But I'm close to saying F it again. But I'm checking on a regular. I'm checking these people on the regular when they step out of line with me. And all I got to do is say a couple words. They ain't got shit else to say. Ain't no talk back. Get the moving, cracker. I understand. You're a young man. You have a woman. You have a new baby. Nobody wants to die. But don't come on here selling dreams either. Because I'm going to question how you get across the land and all your equipment and go in the mine and do this and do that. And you talk big, let's go steal back our artifacts or take back our artifacts. Nigga, what blood you gonna shed to make that move? Let's keep it absolutely 1,000 in this bitch, because I'm diamond and that's 10 million, nigga. Carbonado on top of that. That's what I'm asking. And don't be one of those ones that the truth hurts. You're so sensitive. I used to say that about the nation. I said, y'all some sensitive little pussies. I could y'all feelings hurt real bad. But if they got the power to all these big talking people on this platform now, I did see with Brother Polite, he kept it 100. I seen somewhere in one of them videos, he had some debate with someone. And he told them, and he told the people in front of the camera with the Muslim there, oh yeah, they threatened me a few times, but I'm here. I saw that guy, and I'm gonna tell you, see, that's the kind of pulse I got. That's why I have respected General Seti for so long, but now he seemed like he melting down because you didn't, blew up or something. General Seti, you need to hang on to that badge of general you got. Because I also saw the video where Pharoah was working under you or working with you, or you were, bringing him up. Only way he take the reign is when you retire completely. And then you on the sideline cheering him on. Not when you still trying to get your people and this, that, and who is the general? You are Pharoah. I've seen Pharoah many times disrespectful, speaking about older people and stuff. You must have been meeting the wrong older people, boy. Because for real, so you were talking about, so I was telling the people, don't get caught up in all this, like they didn't broke the case of Malcolm's execution to say the cops did it, the cops. Fools, we already know that they participated, they orchestrated, and when they heard the order, let's give that scenario. While the FBI, CIA, and the police and everybody else listening in on those lines, hearing what the hell they had planned, they like, hey, it's going down. Hey, take all the police off the doors. They about to go in and do them and just sit back, man. Oh, get your popcorn and shit. Oh, they got it. Ooh. Think they gonna go try to find who all the guys was that really killed? They didn't give a flying frick. That's why they had him bugged. They wanted him dead. They didn't have to, though, dude. Y'all obviously didn't research deep enough to see just how much Farrakhan was on Elijah's ding-a-ling. I mean, hard body. That nigga had Elijah ring on his ring finger, nigga. That nigga would have done anything to be, Elijah's chosen one. And the Nation of Islam, they're going to keep throwing this one clip up, or this one time when Elijah said that, I guess, Minister Farrakhan was going to be replacing him. He might have said it, but did he do it? No. When asked who was going to replace him, who he's going to appoint, he said he was leaving that to Allah. So I'm sure that crushed Farrakhan, because he'd been sucking that man's behind so hard. Father, I've done all. You in the meeting, you said we should put a hammer to that person's head to say you were not a good carpenter. You build plenty good houses. How dare they call you not a good carpenter? It was an illustration that Elijah was telling his believers when he was saying he didn't sleep with any of those women. I'm trying to figure out or remember how Vicky Dillard, when she had a Demetrius Muhammad on her thing, boy, she was up and bubbly. With her mucus spitting in the tissue every freaking 5 minutes on most of her videos. She's sick. Literally, she's sick. And all I could say to her was, perhaps if y'all would have listened to Dr. Sabi, your ass wouldn't be coughing up mucus. Seems like How to Eat to Live is not saving a damn person. So, be careful. They will, that's one of the things that they try to play on. Elijah said something at one point in time, but when the time came, he showed Farrakhan wasn't even on his mind. Boo. Had to crush him. So what I'm saying that to say he was doing everything to prove himself. You see? Because Elijah, and I have those videos, I played it on my Facebook, still got them. Elijah tried to tell his believers that Malcolm was lying, and that he tried to refer to one of his friends, like he knows my character. He knows that women that you tried to come on to me, I had to turn them down. It's not of my character. Malcolm is slandering me. Me, who's raised Malcolm. Me, who sent Malcolm to Africa. He's trying to kill me, was his exact words. He said Malcolm was trying to kill him with that slander. And I can't help it if the Nation of Islam wants to be that stupid to still ride on their dick. I think if I was a Nation of Islam member, because Elijah never once, ever said any of those secretaries, women, hoes, thoughts was his wife. He died. He died without ever saying he had a wife. Years later, I would have been insulted as if I was a true believer and following the almighty Elijah. I would have been pissed that Farrakhan made my God to be shown as the lying statutory rapist he was. Statutory rapist he was. Because them bitches, they was thirsty and hot too. Bitch, they wasn't little kids, motherfucker. 15. Hot asses. So with his statutory raping ass, what, you know, what kind of respect could you hold for the man, though, that actually tried to get his buddy to say, hey, say you the baby daddy? What kind of respect could you hold for a man to kick them bras out, call them prostitutes? And these dummies still clapping like seals. It's amazing. It's amazing to me. It's amazing to me. It really is. People just, I don't know what's wrong with you guys. I really don't. I'm happy. I'm satisfied with my life. I have nobody that got a chain on me. I mean, I'm good to go. I will not stand it, take it, tolerate it, and will die for it. Any cracker up in my face, talking any mess. Capiche? I've stood on that all my life. All my life. I didn't just get here. I've been here. That's my power. I'm not any of you. Any of you. Not one of you. There's not a bitch on here that could say, they might can say they haven't slept with a white man, but I'm sure most has dated, and I'm sure all of them got a white friend on speed dial. I don't. Never have. Never have. And on top of that, they never had no power on me to say, let me just sit here and take it because I had the confidence naturally, bitch, fuck you, this job and your mama. Walk out and get another one because I was good at whatever it is I did. And here's your resume, bitch. So that's my power. My power is that I'm not a risk, or I'm not there's not a I can't think of the word now. There's not a chance in hell I'm going to sell out and sign any damn contract. Because while they presenting that, negotiating that, I'm going to be on the phone. Yeah. Sure. Handle this. There's a guy when I first moved over here. He's in prison now. He's doing 16 years, and he killed a white girl. I'm attracted and drawn to people that don't play the radio. They not up on YouTube stunting and flexing. Don't nobody care about your jewelry. I heard people mention it. That's the only reason I'm saying that, Pharoah. Real people that's not impressed by money. And please let me say it again. I've been around money. I got money in my family, bitch. It's never impressed me. Money has been a tool for me. I use it for what I need, but I'm not impressed. Meaning you can walk in front of me with $1 billion, 3 private jets, spitting that. And what that mean? What you doing? Flying it over there to go get some ass? Now, if you was using that money as a tool to accomplish something that's beneficial to the people for real, or if on their own they took that money to to conquer some land or take some land or take what we needed, that's impressive because it's a tool, not an infatuation. So be careful how you present yourself, and be especially careful who you telling to shut up. Nation of Islam was present when I turned a white girl black with hands, strangulation, like, a bitch lucky. Little white, so her little white friend, he came up. They grown. I'm saying little grown ass motherfuckers, but he just happened to. He came up when I got her on the floor strangling that bitch, and I think I was talking to her. We didn't say a couple words. Shit, I'm still. I'm sorry, y'all. That's funny. And sometimes, I know people hate to hear my truth because sometimes I don't know if they think I say it to intimidate. No, I don't. I say it to say, this is what I've done, this is what I do, and this is how I handle the situation. And I don't know if people just be mad because I ain't got it. They ain't got the nuts. But besides that, I have a great light and life and happiness and sweetness you wouldn't believe that matches that same, they're equal. So it's how do you want it? And what I'm knowing is that I can't do this by myself. What I'm knowing is that, you know what? I probably could, though, to tell you the truth. I find, somewhere that has some acreage and I have the money, I bet I could get them to sell it. I don't have the resources anymore. But I've lost the faith in you guys. I never had faith in you guys because I've never been on social media. So the only persons or people I dealt with was with those in my presence. And my circle was very small. I was not the woman that out there with a whole clique of girls. I was not the girl on the strip club. I was not the girl in the hallway high on crack. I wasn't the girl that every nigga in the city had. I was the one hard to get. So I don't have a lot of what most people have because I'm really kind of solo with the ability, to kind of read a person. So I stay separate. Let's see. Still didn't get to that question, did I? What I want to know. Icing on the cake. You talked about the God. All right. So you guys were talking about how the nation is, or I was, the nation of Islam wants to throw up the see, I told you. The cops did it and then want to bring back into play. And the one guy, Thomas Hager, he said that those two other guys that was accused, charged, and convicted of helping him shoot Malcolm. It wasn't them. Boo, but it was two more of you guys, though. It wasn't those two Nation of Islam guys along with Thomas Hager. It was two more, honey. Y'all missing all over the point that there was a lieutenant from the NOI sitting there in the mosque, just waiting, as he says, to hear what Malcolm had to tell everybody, since Malcolm did make that announcement. 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 4 is 8. All day. So what are you going to do about it? Lastly, on the day of celebrating, I think it's real tacky. You got your pages and your videos that you do plenty of promoting your great ideas and your new logo UNA. What I text, then I found out, I guess you guys blocked me from from commenting. What I said was, instead of talking about your logo, how about you come up with a signal, a symbol? Since you love Malcolm so much as I love what he stood for, and yes, I believe he was a man of honor. I do. That's just, and I think, and I believe that the reason that they murdered him was so petty and unwarranted. That's what's pissing me off. Yeah, and it's obvious they were jealous and envious because of the things that they addressed to try to smear his name to make him seem less than. Like when he was kicked out of the Nation of Islam, he started up, and I'm sorry, don't forget the name of it, his own little organization. They tried to say, yeah, Malcolm wasn't nothing when he left the nation. He only had X number of members, or such a small number of members. He didn't compare to what we had, leaving out the fact that Malcolm built the nation to the numbers they were. Because when he came to it, they were on low status points. I believe the number was 400. And Malcolm brought it to the thousands it had became when they kicked him out. So let's be clear on that, Nation of Islam. The same that he did for you, Malcolm did for you. He definitely was on the road to doing it for himself. So much loyalty, in fact, he had from members. They told him when y'all was trying to have him kill him. Now, here is something else I want you to take close attention to. Dick Gregory, with his Elijah Muhammad sucking dick ass. He said he talked to Malcolm the day Malcolm was assassinated. And he was like, nah, Malcolm, I ain't coming. I don't want to see you die. Dick Gregory and some others was supposed to be there to be on the stage with Malcolm. I don't know. Each person had something to say or was going to speak. Not one of them showed up. So my question is, who pulled their coattail? Did the cops call them and say, hey, we're about to murder Malcolm, so you might not want to come, Dick Gregory? I think not. I think the more the merrier. They could have killed. They would have been all right with. Who told him that? Dick Gregory was down with Elijah Muhammad. See, I found that out later. Through listening, watching. I said, oh, snap. Because I remember probably when I first started researching the nation in 2015, whatever, I came across that video. I think maybe it was last year. I saw one. I was like, oh, snap. He was cool with him. Praising their name, boo. So somebody pulled his coat. And apparently who the other people that were supposed to speak and be sitting at the on the stage with Malcolm. They didn't come either. Nobody showed up. Who pulled their coat? The cops that they're trying to throw in your face is the murderers of Malcolm. Now they sit back and let y'all kill him. That's what they did. 3 members of the Nation of Islam pulled the trigger, my nigga. So the Nation of Islam killed Malcolm. Period. Dizzy bitch. And the FBI and CIA was aware of it because, they was on them wiretaps. And let's understand one other thing, if we shall. In the videos of Elijah Muhammad blatantly telling his followers and members that he did not sleep with any of those women, and that Malcolm was slandering his name, killing him with the slander. He also said that Jerry Williams, was talking to Malcolm, and he said, "You think you can use this, Malcolm?" In the paternity case that the whores was trying to, "Come on, Daddy Elijah, you done fucked us and kicked us to the curb. We need some child support." He said it was Jerry Williams talking to Malcolm, and Jerry Williams said, this is verbatim, "You think you can use that, Malcolm?" That's how it sounded. That was Elijah trying to, say what Jerry had said. He said, Jerry said, "You think you can use that, Malcolm?" He said, Malcolm said, "Yeah, I can use it." My question is, how did you hear that? Let me watch my expression, because I can look straight crazy, man. All this be knotted up and twisted and everything, and I'm trying. I don't like to be played stupid. And this was a man that was going to war with the United States, about to sue the shit off their ass, and had all the backing. They were going to do it together to try to knock these motherfuckers off their rock. There's no telling where we would be. He would have been eventually murdered. They would have got him. But they just didn't have to at that time. They already knew they was up there trying to kill him. And then when they found out exactly how they was killing him, they would just help them. They just helped them. The cops just helped the Nation of Islam. My question is, how did Elijah hear Jerry Williams ask Malcolm? Because, Malcolm was cast out. Malcolm taking brides to court, helping brides go to court to get money from the man to establish paternity. So he definitely wasn't in the next room. My question is, how did Elijah Muhammad hear that conversation between Jerry Williams? Because he said, "I heard him." He said, he said, "I was listening." Elijah out his mouth said, "I was listening." How did he hear it? They couldn't even get silencers. So what kind of high-tech listening devices did they have, or were they working with the cops? Fools. I have a problem with someone who does something to you and then smirk and laugh about it. So I think that's my biggest thing. These motherfuckers just sitting there kikiing and cacaing, and let's talk about Betty. Betty said, yeah, she believed Farrakhan and them had him killed. She said she know. They was bragging about it in the streets, like a badge of honor. Running around, we killed him, whatever, however they were celebrating. Why wouldn't they? Yeah. Running their mouth like niggas do. And you want to play with our intelligence. That's what really bothers me. You know, y'all, if y'all did y'all dirt, nigga, you should have. Anything that I talk about that I've done, it's on black and white. You can go research it. You know how y'all be receipting and checking shit. Anything you don't know that's not on paperwork, you will never hear me say. Not even you won't even hear me refer to it in any kind of way. That wouldn't even want that coming on me, anybody to think it. They felt they had a pass. And then when it comes down to loyalty, the two that was I don't know how. Oh, that's right. Bitch. So apparently you can only go so long on Instagram. I think I'm gonna jump off of social media. I've been here and I've gotten a lot of what I wanted to know. Who's who, how they are, what kind of spirit they are. To the death. And there's only one person that ain't opened their mouth yet. So who paid for the one that got away? The all right, so Thomas Hager said the two that shot him that was convicted from the Nation of Islam, they weren't the ones, but they were two others from the Nation of Islam that did uh, join him in the execution of Malcolm, and he died. He's from New Jersey. I believe New Jersey is the same place where those people killed, NOI killed Abdul Halis. Is his last name Muhammad? Mohammed. Abdul Khalis Muhammad. The one that Wilt Chamberlain, what's his name? Wilt Chamberlain donated that house to for headquarters. They went in there thinking he was there and he wasn't. They act like they was trying to buy some books and shot up his family, including a 9-day-old baby, his grandchild. And Khalees went up there and took Washington hostage and shit and shot Marion Barry, Marion Barry, and said, "Bring me the killers of Malcolm," and shut that damn Muhammad film down y'all trying to make, bitches. Vicky is I keep getting off point. So the one that got away in New Jersey, General Seti and Pharoah said that they gave him this big funeral procession like he was some kind of royal figure celebrating him. My question is, who paid for that? See, while they're laughing in your face or conning you, well, you know what? I don't even think nobody believe you. I didn't believe them for real. I don't think anybody outside the Nation of Islam believes them. So it must be their own members that they're trying to convince. That's what it is. Okay, my bad. That they have woken up. a lot of them have woken up. I'm believing they were mentioning. She was mentioning them, you know, a couple of times. They sure got the power to intimidate, though. They really do. Boy, they be having y'all running like a mug. Pharaoh, he wasn't talking all that strong. Come on, boy, now. They got him on the mic talking about they was gonna kill you. I know you got a child and everything. Don't be a Malcolm. They done already said you better keep them choppers. Because you're gonna die like Malcolm if you don't use them. I think you done already stepped in the ditch. And again, no disrespect, but that one guy that said it, he was sexy. I'm serious, because I'm cut like that. I need my man to be strong like that. I'm serious. I need my man to go get him. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I need, a man like that. I do. I do. I don't want them little silent types, the ones that's just writing shit down. I'm going to need you to go handle business, baby. When we're standing for something together and it threatens our structure. I've seen the bloodthirst in him. I recognize. I have that scent. I understand it. He's like, hey, you got them choppers, you better use them. I was like, oh, it did something to me. So it probably would be best, young Pharaoh, if you even stop representing Malcolm X, celebrating his anything. Because one thing Malcolm was scared. All the calls of threats and attempted murders, he still walked in there. He got executed in front of his wife and his children. He went. So he did stand as a man and didn't run or duck. My only thing is, I think it was a week, wasn't it a week after, during that week, it had been a lot of dead Muslims. I'm sorry. That's just how I would have handled it. The fact that he still faced it, that's a bravo man. They did not intimidate him. So you might want to pick that up from Malcolm. And as I look at Malcolm's daughters, they're beautiful, intelligent. Betty did a great job. And when you're mentioning that Farrakhan paid for this and paid for that, I'm just trying to see. I know I did see Betty go to something. I don't know what it was. Is that somewhere in writing? Where's the receipts? And people might, just as scary as you are, Pharaoh. Okay, let's keep it real. Just as, and people, I'm really talking to the people. Just as scary, as Pharaoh has become, or intimidated, let's say, that Pharaoh has come by the threats, right? What do you think his daughters might feel? You think there's any threats made? Been any threats made that they may say some things that seems leaning on the Farrakhan Nation of Islam side, may say no, they didn't think they killed their daddy? Do you think It's possible. I'm not going to speak for them. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just throwing out different things. They say it ain't over till the fat lady sing. Let's hope that be true. Now, what I would like, I'm not saying let's go on a big rampage and let's kill all the Muslims. All right. Whatever you want to do for practice shots or whatever, that's on you guys. I don't have anything to do with that. What I would like to say, but just don't touch Delante. I'm gonna say that. Um, um, what I would like to see you guys do is set up something in the name of Malcolm, since it seems to be their mission to wipe Malcolm's name out the minds and history of our young generation, to rewrite the history, just like the white man does. They took a lot of good lessons from them and they're implementing them well. That and Scientology, mind manipulation and such. But Black people, I really would like to see a memorial. And when I say memorial, I don't mean, you know what I mean? I mean a production of something where Malcolm's name is on it. So you'll know when you walk into it, this is Malcolm X, not UNA, whatever that is, Pharaoh. We don't want to hear about UNA. We want to see what you're going to do to really immortalize Malcolm. Since he stood so much for you people with the money, let's make a monument. As Betty and his daughters have done, they probably would need some. It would be nice to have the support of the people, the regular people out here, to show that we respect that man. And it was wrong for what they did to that man. That man wasn't in people's pockets. That man wasn't swindling people. That man wasn't on Facebook talking about turning up Megan. We like you, Megan. He turned down that nasty Evelyn. He didn't marry her. Yeah, he was his ex. She was like, oh no, for real, I'm on something else now. Now I know you ain't qualified, so we ain't even gonna go there. But what did Elijah's nasty ass do? He picked up Malcolm's leftovers that Malcolm threw to the curb, picked her up, fucked her, and kicked her to the curb. I feel like she was at the paternity suit too, as well. So that little dollars that Farrakhan paid the little trolls to get, or the little tramps to get up there on the stage, of course, been starving. Oh, sure, Master. Oh, sure, Farrakhan. If you notice in that video, Farrakhan, when it came to, I don't know if that was Evelyn, hey, we ain't got much time. He was real slick and quick with it, but I'll catch it. You ain't got much time. You just, here go Farrakhan. Okay, next. Didn't want Evelyn talking for too long. He was the only one to say we only got a couple of minutes to just, basically hurry up, don't take too long. This is a day about Malcolm X. This is about the day that he died, the month and day that he died and was executed on. Anybody mentioning anything about you're promoting anything you doing, shut up. Remind the people how he got in that grave position. See, that's what you tiptoed about around. Matter of fact, when you first came up on the thing, you barely was even talking about Malcolm. I was like, but damn, ain't this Malcolm Day? Bitch, we don't want to see that ugly ass motherfucking logo anyway. That's not special. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, Pharoah, but that's not special. You got too many goddamn asymmetrical shit going on. What? If you're gonna promote the man, be down for the man, speak on the man, and speak on the movement for the man to make sure that his legacy doesn't die the way the Nation of Islam is trying to kill it. Okay. Now I think I've said just about all I need to say. I'm trying to think, was there anything else in my presentation that I was going to give on Malcolm? But when I seen yours, Pharaoh, I was like, wow, he did a great job. I don't even have to do it. It's out there. I did notice you some points you missed, like the video I have of Elijah, flat out, because people were telling me, tell me one lie Elijah told. When he told y'all he didn't fuck them bitches, and Malcolm was lying. Lie number one, bitch. What you mean? Missed the point of Elijah saying he was listening to Malcolm. Nobody questioned how'd you get that equipment to do that. Missed the prior secretaries before the ones he walked across. There was about 2 or 3 before them in 1954. Nobody dug back there. The lieutenant that smacked all y'all in the face to say, yeah, like he just showed up. No, he didn't say. He said why he was there. I wanted to come to hear what he had to say. And then he smirked with it. See, that's the part I don't like. That's disrespect in the fire degree. That's like cops saying, I can breathe after choking a black man to death. That kind of shit. Or Zimmerman. Let me go get a pizza. Hey, anybody want to buy the gun I killed Trayvon for? Just like it boggled the mind, my mind. Why? No prosecutor, no one, not even the crowd or the public, said, hold the fuck up. What is that when a cop tells you not to do something and you do it anyway, and it then a death happens because you disobey, because Trayvon wasn't running up the car, beating on the windows, none of that. If Zimmerman wouldn't have never rolled up on his ass, Trayvon would still be dead. I mean, alive. Because the cops told him, dispatch said, stand down. Do not approach. Had that been a nigga? His failure to comply. That's murder, bitch. You got out that car, you went over there to Trayvon, bitch. They told you to stop, do not follow, do not proceed, bitch. And they still walking around. All y'all pin writing motherfuckers. It's a sad day to ever feel like I was a part of the streets. I'm telling you that now. That shit embarrassing as fuck. Embarrassing as fuck. Because y'all too busy out there trying to get some booty. Trying to get your names in the light or get your necks high or your high or whatever y'all doing out there that I've never wanted to be. Promise you. I'm playing Jane, but I'm deadly as fuck. I'm embarrassed to be black now when I just think about it all over. People laughing the fuck at us. Laughing. Them stupid ass niggas. That's crazy. See, I didn't tell NOI that I had choppers. I said, bitch, I'll put a pin on the bomb, bitch, and blow you and me up. And that's just only about some property. Wait. You know, it's the point of the matter. And then I find you're not even who you said you was, and you almost made me say it wasn't no God, bitch. All right, we're not gonna get into that because I'm completely over that, and I am still, of good heart and woman, and let bygones be bygones. Is they gonna ever? Probably not. But walk up on me if you want to. They think I'm funny. It's embarrassing. You know how embarrassing it is to. They showed a video of a lady. I guess she was, a home health person or whatever with this white lady. That lady was spitting on her on the camera. I would have knocked her out. How do I know this? Let me tell you. I worked in a nursing home. This was about in 2003. And I guess it was a white lady that was used to calling people niggers. I don't know. I know I didn't put my hands on her, but she called me a nigger. And I took that pillow and I showed her, you lay down. What I was gonna do, that bitch didn't go to sleep the whole time. That shit, she would not get in that bed because I made it clear when she got in that motherfucker, I was gonna suffocate her ass. Was I going to? I hope she wouldn't have called me a nigga again and made me think about it. For real. But as soon as she said it, that was my first reaction. Bitch, I will. That bitch didn't go to bed all night. My whole shit. Just some things. I'm the sweetest person. I'll give everything I have to you. I will give you the greatest customer service. I will give you the greatest care. Bitch, you started talking about nigga. Bitch, I was spitting your food. I would, babe. I'm not gonna be like, oh well, yes. I am not, bitch. You calling me a nigga, bitches. You crazy? I always said there's never no one that ever called me a nigga. I forgot about her. She called me one. But I didn't just chalk it up like it's okay. She an old lady, bitch. I was suffocate your pussy ass. Say it again, bitch. I did. It would not go to. And the same thing though. There was other white patients and stuff. I still gave great care. I wasn't like, oh, this is a white person. Let me fuck up them or do this and do that. That just really wasn't in my nature. But if you step out of line, I'm gonna snap you right back to reality. Like that Mexican girl. I saw somebody play the video. See, that's me. I guess the white lady was saying something about, I don't know what she was saying to the white girl. And the white girl was black power, whatever. I mean, Mexican, whatever, or Native American. And then the white lady went over there and tried to push. She was like, smack him. That's how you do it. I have not seen so many humble people and humble black people in my entire life. I wasn't raised around people like that. You know what I mean? Like in the streets or people I hung out with. No, I wasn't around people that would have ever allowed that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So I'm not sure where all these people are coming back that's got the humble hook and shit. I don't understand where they are. All these people on these videos, they're just letting shit slide by. Where they come from? Are they Christian? So I was really wondering who funded the one that got away, that killed, was a part of killing Malcolm X. Who gave him that royal funeral? And what y'all gonna do about it? I think the Nation of Islam is like, ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing. Might be right. Looking at all y'all little motherfuckers just wrinkle up and shit. Looking like foreskin on the dick. And they took that hard dick and let me stop laughing because, y'all killing me with that pledge. Nation of Islam, I asked. Nobody will answer me. I put it on Pharaoh and Seti's, or at least Seti. I know for sure Seti. Somebody please speak about that pledge they made in 1995 to no longer, I'm just going to keep it simple, rape little boys and little girls for sexual gratification. Rape is not what they said. They said sexually assault little girls and little boys for sexual gratification. Who's pledging that? And why would you be incorporating that in the pledge? I text, I must have put it on my page. I said, Malcolm, I believe Malcolm, probably if anybody had some concerns or issues that there will be pedophiles in the crowd at the 1995 Million Man March, man, where y'all came out there ready, that would have been the perfect time to tell the world what leg you stood on. So I believe Malcolm, if y'all was preparing the pledge, right? And he was going through and be like, oh no, we ain't gonna put that in there. Check this. I'm just gonna let them know off the rip. They ain't got to pledge to shit. Look, this is the foundations that we stand on, and that we let me read it to you. Then I gotta get off of here. I need to sit down and enjoy. I swear to God, I haven't had sleep in about a week. So I really am looking tired. Okay, this is what I said. I says, as with Malcolm, I'm here with him to say, we have never not stood for the standing and striving to become the Black men and women made to be in this pledge. However, Malcolm and I agree that there is no making over of those who violate a child. They are savage monsters. We find the embracing, standing, unifying, and pledging in alliance to never again rape a child, to be blood boiling. Seems Malcolm and I see eye to eye on protecting the children. Not standing with those that have raped, sexually assaulted little boys and little girls, those underage young girls being preyed on by Elijah Muhammad, engaging with those underage girls in sexual intercourse. That's called statutory rape if non-forced. Still, to me, it's pedophilia. If it had been me, if it had been an issue or concern that there would be child rapists among you, I personally believe Malcolm X would have begun his speech by saying, if there is anyone in the crowd engaging in the raping of women and children, leave, exclamation point. He would say, this is the time that our Black men are uniting with purity, prosperity, and peace among us. Our foundation is set in the spirit, heart, and mind of those determined to be the making of our Creator, who is the true God. We pledge to be the protectors, providers, fighters for our Black women and children. Those who cross the land into hell, you are dismissed. That's how you bring like minds together in unity and cleansing. You can't mix with those unable to be saved. You cannot purify the wicked hearts of rapists, raping our children, our babies. Do you know how that sounded to hear that? I saw one Black man looking around as the people took the pledge to not engage in any longer in raping of little boys and girls for sexual gratification. The man looking around, his lips did not move, because I did. I saw one black guy. I mean, the whole crowd was saying it. You know, at first the camera was just like on the crowd with just regular people or clothes in regular clothes. Then as you move to the front, then you could see some FOI and suits and ties, and they all were mouthing it. And somewhere in all that crowd, there was one black man, because, you know, my eyes is like, that's why I'm bad with it. And he was like, and everybody was talking, his lips. That was the only man standing there. How a man could utter that. Because it didn't say, I pledge to never sexually assault little boys and little girls. It says, I, at this moment, pledge not to, I don't know how he said it down, like not to engage in any more or something like that, not to engage any longer in. I'm gonna have to look at that again. Maybe I missed that. I heard it though. Somebody, they did say again. I'm gonna listen to it because I got him and her on there. But I mean, Louis Farrakhan and his daughter. Let me listen to that again, guys. And if I'm wrong, I'm gonna say okay. But I know it said no longer engage. I think that's how it is. Pledge at this moment to no longer engage. I'm gonna listen. If I'm wrong, I'll come back and say I was wrong. Yeah, Malcolm would have said, psh, get lost. And so by it being saying no longer, you're saying that that's like me saying, you know, somebody knocking on my door and me saying, as long as you pledge and take this oath not to abuse children anymore, you're welcome in my home. That's what it sounded like to me. There's nothing I can do about it. It's not my children. There's nothing I can do about it. And if anything were to happen to them as adults, I wouldn't have to waste my time trying to run around looking for the shooter. I'm going to get any one of you in the most heinous way. That's how I'm rolling. Capiche? Not that, you know, I'm thinking that would happen. I'm just saying how I am in general. I ain't got to get the actual person that did it. So I'm going to take a look at that. You know, I'm here because I don't want to waste any more time. Let me just go ahead and see if he said no longer, or was it his daughter that said it? Because his daughter was the first one I had heard.
Now, brothers, in closing, I want you to take this pledge. When I say I want you to say I, and I'll say your name. I know that there's so many names, but I want you to shout your name out so that the ancestors can hear it. Take this pledge.
He say a lot of things, so let me stop.
Say with me, please. I say your name. Pledge that from this day forward, I will strive to love my brother as I love myself. I say your name. From this day forward, will strive to improve myself spiritually, morally, mentally, spiritually, socially, politically, and economically for the benefit of myself, my family, and my people. I say your name, pledge that I will strive to build business, build houses, build hospitals, build factories, and enter into the international trade for the good of myself, my family, and my people. I say your name, pledge that from this day forward, I will never raise my hand with a knife or a gun to beat, cut, or shoot any member of my family or any human being except in self-defense. I say your name, pledge from this day forward, I will never abuse my wife by striking her, disrespecting her, for she is the mother of my children and the producer of my future. I say your name, pledge that from this day forward, I will never engage in the abuse of children, little boys or little girls, for sexual gratification. But I
What a God.
will let them grow in peace to be strong men and women for the future of our people.
Okay. That's all right. That's what he said. I pledge from this day forward. All right, that's still a problem for me. What were you doing before this day forward? Let's just say, look, man, if you did anything regarding children, raping children, sexually assaulting children, raping women, and we don't have room for you on our floor. You might want to go over there to the rooms, the pubs, or something. But this right here, we're standing on, like I said, what I wrote. I'm not going to have any man say, pledge that. I'm not. I will just make it clear. I'm speaking to a large crowd of people, and I will just make it understood that there's all walks of life among us. But one thing we cannot take or accept into our fold is those that cross the line into the hell from which there is no return, which would be those that violate children, pedophiles, perverts, child rapists. We have no room for you here. That is not in our DNA. That is not who we were born to be and who we were before we were brought over here on a boat. That's the white man. And so if there's something in your core and in your spirit that you was unable to resist, something in your spirit or core that would even manifest in your thoughts, you're dismissed. I mean, just plain and simple, you just gotta go. You understand? I wouldn't even have no reason to say anything. I know I'll be talking to a large crowd, but I would definitely say what this crowd is about, what we're doing with this crowd. We're building over here. We already have enough that we've been beaten down, torn down, degraded, just humiliated, just used like the chattel they put us in the box to be. Now, I'm just not going to deal with your spirit of that type of evil. I think you need to go to the, I would have been bold. Yeah, I think you just need to go on over to the Christians and have Jesus forgive you. Because we got black Jesus over here. White Jesus do all kind of crazy shit and say you could. We can't deal with that type of spirit. Any type of mind that will process, that could even just process the thought. That the thought would even enter. You understand what I mean? No, you don't. Because you guys always are participating in something that many times, me, whom those type of thoughts never resurrect or come to my mind, I'll be shocked. I'll be like, oh, damn. Is that how people think? Oh, damn. They didn't know. I didn't know. I would never thought to think of that. Yeah, I'm special. I said that. Special made. From this day forward, I pledge from this day forward not to engage. I mean, because when you're saying from this day forward, pledge not to beat my wife, that pretty much says that you've done it before. Or when you say, from this day forward, I pledge to build this and build that and blah, blah, put my mind and my time into this, whatever he was talking about, technology, whatever he said. That means prior to that, you weren't doing that. So from this day forward, this is how we're going to do it. That's cool. So not engaging in raping of children means he knows that there's some of you that has been doing it. But from this day forward, you're gonna pledge not to engage in that. That don't work for me. I don't think Malcolm wasn't comfortable with Elijah running up the skirts of 15-year-olds. You see? That's why. So imagine sexually assaulting for sexual. It's just strange the way he said that. I really don't like that they added the sexual gratification. That's just like could stir up some kind of emotion in those little sick bastards. You just put the cream on the sexual gratification. I don't even think that was necessary to put that on there. Anyway, it bothered me when I first heard his daughter say it. I was like, damn. And as a woman, how did you feel comfortable standing in there with a room full of men in 2006, reiterating that same pledge? How could you ever feel comfortable? Because I would have been like, Dad, what you trying to say? This niggas in here raping children. They still do because you're telling me to remind them of that oath. Fuck that. Look, let me tell y'all bitch ass niggas something right now. Get the fuck out of here. If you stay, that means that's something you have never done and you would never do. So that if you do, there's consequences. That's why I asked on one of those lives, do y'all have some kind of code that that you can murder one of your people? I mean, I know you do, you guys do, okay? But I'm just saying for, purposes. Is there something that a Muslim could do that would be deserving of you to kill him? Besides, like y'all said, Malcolm was a traitor. I mean, is anything about sex, pedophile, raping and kill, sexually assaulting little boys and little girls, is that punishable by death? Or all you have to do is raise your hands and say, I will no longer, or I won't from this day point engage in it. That couldn't have been me up there. I'm a woman. I'm a real one on all levels. And I can put on my high heels and just get cute, sweet, and have your head spinning. But, you know, there's not many men out here. So I don't have a choice of man to offer that side of femininity and softness, because you guys are too busy out here trying to tear me down. Or, you know, too busy, you know, saying that I have questions and and just leave me out here to dry like fucker, because I don't have enough numbers and stats. And that's going to be you guys' downfall, because it's going to be somebody with 2 viewers that may be the one that said, I'm going to get them. And you won't even know who it was, because they only got 2 viewers and you ignored them. You see what I'm saying? So be careful. Stand on your manhood. Grab your nuts back, Pharaoh. And get to researching that, you teacher, you scholar, you with all these books. Get on that. And let these people know we don't play that. Get on that. Don't you ever mention Malcolm's name if you just gonna mention it and go. That Netflix man, the general said he was talking about, that obviously your ass didn't watch because you was too busy watching yourself. Go back over there and listen and pick up the track. Or you got other things going where you got to get all these donations and shit. How about show another shit of YouTube? Let's see something else with the lawsuit. You know, I don't care, because I you didn't get my money. No person on social media is gonna ever get my money. We ain't got enough time to build that type of trust, and that should let you know a little bit about why I went off with the nation when it comes to my property, just possession, just anything of mine. Nobody takes my shit. No. Teenager, somebody tried to take my jewelry when I was sleeping. Yeah, I'm the one to roll up, push right up on you. Give my shit, bitch. I don't take L's like that, because this is not in my MO. I don't do that to people. And you will not do it to me. I do not charge it to the game. I'm a whole different cut. And I don't have to go get a team. I'm coming on my own. You better ask. I've always been on my own in court when dealing with 4 counts of attempted murder, felonious assault, aggravated assault with great bodily harm, police assault on the police officer, battery on the Leo, all that shit. So never co-defended a day in my life, which means I get the fuck up and come to you immediately. So y'all need to get y'all nuts back, because apparently I took them. And they're a bit heavy. I'm tired of carrying your balls. I fought every battle on my own. Oh, yeah. I've had people, it's funny. I had people that I could call, right? And I remember we went live. My cousin had called, and she hit the gas and got me from Atlanta. However, we went live. She's like, yeah, I remember we was out. She said, I looked up and it was some girl with a speed bump knot on her head, and we didn't know what was going on. And they was like, you didn't even give us a chance. You didn't tell us. And they're with me. And I went to work. It's because I fight my own shit. Now, if I got to take down an organization, some people, a group, some crackers, a whole group might need a little help. And if y'all so fearful and you can't take action on your own, the niggas get in the basement and discuss the problem and set up a plan to take action with the black on. There's a reason we wear scullies, nigga, fuck, nigga. Or don't act stupid. And that's all I'm gonna leave you with. Gangster, pull up. Gangsters, pull the fuck up. I'm out.